This is Opinion City, where pro wrestling gets the conversation it deserves. Real voices, real opinions, live every Sunday.
All right, welcome back to another brand new episode of the Opinion City podcast. I'm King Ralphie's Parmesan. We are super excited today. We have we have a returning guest who wasn't really a guest, but was a guest on some other guest's show. So if you can follow along with all of that,
follow along with all that stuff.
Our guest today had a guest starring spot during the Bear Bronson interview. Sean, who are we talking to today, and what are we talking about?
It's your homie, the Gnomie. It's Gabby Forza. She had a surprise cameo during Bear Bronson's interview not too long ago because he was patiently waiting for her at the JFK airport at the top of a parking lot. But now we have her full interview, and this week we're going over, I would say, the exact opposite of Bear Bronson's top 5. So we're doing top 5 kids movies.
Top 5 kids movies. All right. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's get her in here. All the way from parts unknown. You are like literally very far away from us.
Yeah, I'm so far away from everyone right now.
Yeah, you're like on the other side of the pond. Is that how they say it? Like,
yes, like it's 5:30 for you guys right now. It's 10:30 for me.
Wow,
crazy.
It's
was jet lag a thing? Did you have an issue with that, or because it's a big change?
I travel to Italy like every year because my family my family lives there. So I visit my grandmother as often as I can, and I know the tricks now to get a flight at night so that way you sleep through the night, and then whenever you wake up and land, you just have to fight through the day and not like give into the jet lag, and then then you're fine.
Yeah. Can you imagine, Sean, though? Think about this. You know, you tell somebody, hey, I'm going to visit family. I'm going to Italy. And I'm like, hey, I'm going to visit family. I'm going to this tiny town in the middle of Pennsylvania. Like, it doesn't even compare.
No.
Yeah, my family immigrated.
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
My mother was born in Italy, and I'm a dual citizen.
Really?
Love that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Love that.
Well, okay, so let me ask you, being a dual citizen, what's the benefit of that? Like, do you get like special privileges in Italy? Like they show you to like the special Italian shops, or I don't know.
Not a thing.
Nope.
Not a thing.
Nothing special. They let me into their country, and it's easy to get in and out, I guess. But the funny part for me, every time I go to Italy, is Gabby Forza. Forza is an Italian word, so I hear my name all the time.
Oh wow. Jeez. Oh my. All right. Well, let's kind of we'll get, I'm sure we'll get into all of the European madness, but let's kind of start at the very beginning and kind of tell us in your own words, who is Gabby Forza?
Ooh. Well, who am I? I'm a strong girl. That's really what it comes down to. Strong girl, gnome obsessed with gnomes. And I'm like the friendliest person you'll probably ever meet. I think anywhere I go, I'll try to make some new friends or learn like 5 to 10 new names. And thankfully in wrestling, that is like the best part. It's a very people business, so I get to meet fans, meet wrestlers, meet promoters. Like, it's like a dream for me, honestly. So yeah, being a wrestler the past 3 years has been a super fun experience. It's like everything I could have ever wanted from one sport and very strange world.
Right. Absolutely. So then, where did the nickname the Gnomie come from, and sort of where did the gnome lore kind of start?
Ooh. Well, the Gnomie is something I made up, but like just being everyone's friend, like homie, I'm everyone's homie.
Right.
I combined my favorite word, gnome, with homie, and came with made a baby called the Gnomie. And it was like 2017 when I was like, I was like, if I, I didn't have a lot of friends growing up, so
Sure.
I was like, if I was never given like a cool nickname. I was like, if I was ever given a cool nickname, it would be the Gnomie. And I like made it my Instagram handle, and people just started calling me it. I was like, oh my God, like this is so cool. I didn't know you could just make your own nickname. I thought you had to have friends that bestow upon you a cool nickname from a cool story. Instead, you can just make it up and tell people to call you that. And that's pretty much what wrestling is.
Nice. Yeah. So this obsession with gnomes. How do you first discover gnomes? How does this all become a part of your life?
So, kind of going back to like not really having friends, or really struggling to make friends growing up. I was a pretty lonely kid. I loved sports always, but I really struggled with making friends and not really getting along with other girls because I was always like the weird one and stuff like that. So when I was like, it's like a core memory for me when I was like 12 years old and I was like giving up on life at 12 years old.
Oh God.
I was like, please, like the universe, give me something to hold on to. And there was a fucking gnome.
And there it was.
And there it was. And I was like, it's like a beam of light on a gnome. And I was like, is this my reason to keep living? Fuck it.
Oh, the gnomes did it.
And ever since, if I'm having a bad time out in the world and I see a gnome, I'm like, all right, that's my sign to keep going. And I see gnomes all the time and I collect them. And basically everyone in my life knows I'm obsessed with gnomes because it's literally like they like spark joy in me and give me hope and empowering and stuff like that. So I get gifted gnomes all the time. It's like a dream.
Nice.
Dream.
Nice.
I used to work with this guy. We called him David the Gnome because he looked just like David the Gnome. Like it was like the cartoon come to life.
That makes me so happy. I always tell people David the Gnome is my grandfather.
Oh,
yes.
Nice. I like it.
Love that. Now,
but,
obviously you said you've been wrestling for 3 years. So before wrestling, you had a strong background in powerlifting. So how does someone really get into something like that?
Powerlifting?
Yes.
Getting into powerlifting is pretty much just like another like,
I don't see because I don't even like lifting. Like I hate lifting things. So I'm like, now I have to lift heavier things. Like
I guess it's like a funny little bit with like gym people is like you got into this sport for fitness and health, but you also kind of have to hate yourself a little bit to keep going. So it's like a positive, toxic, healthy relationship where like there's like gym culture is really funny where if you just go to the gym all the time, eventually it becomes like kind of your personality and you become addicted to caffeine to keep up the gym routine. And like now you have like all these like weird things about yourself that have formed to like keep up your gym routine. And now you're lifting really heavy weights and it like kind of hurts sometimes. And you're like trying to get your body stronger, but also breaking your body down a little bit by lifting as heavy as humanly possible. And
wow.
It's like not the healthiest sport, powerlifting specifically. Because you're like basically putting yourself under like tremendous loads of weight and hoping your body can lift it. And then if you do, you're like, I'm strong. Right. But then if you can't, you're like got crushed by 350 pounds.
Right.
Which happens sometimes, but it's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, see, I know, like people would say, look at me, I can bench 250 pounds. I'm like, yeah, I can feel my arms. We're good.
Yeah, right? It's like, you know how I found out I couldn't bench 260 pounds though? Is because I almost died.
Oh God.
That's not, not good.
No.
It's pretty funny.
That's I don't know about that, but that's
I've literally almost died in the gym like 100 times. It's crazy.
Jesus.
It's like a funny little bit I have with myself.
Almost dying at the gym. Listen, I don't know. The only gym I've ever been to is Planet Fitness, and you go in there and you do like 7 minutes on the treadmill, and they treat you like a superstar. So I don't understand any of this. other stuff. But it did teach you a lot about, kind of discipline and pushing your limits. I'm sure that had a lot to do with the powerlifting.
Absolutely. I love powerlifting. It's really cool to have a powerlifting meet and like goals to look forward to. And then when you find out like what your max lifts are, like wanting to beat those numbers or see what more you can do, and always looking for progress. So it is like fun in that way. It's just not good for like longevity of your body. So I do powerlift, but I also like know my goals are really for wrestling now. So I try to not get too lost in the sauce and focus on getting strong for wrestling now, which is always really fun.
Well, now here's the important question though. Do you skip leg day?
Never.
There you go. That's the right
there
answer.
You go. Good.
Never skip leg day.
Right answer. Now, during Bear's interview, we also learned that you also played on a women's football team. So how did that opportunity come about for you?
So, growing up, I played tackle football. When I was like 8 years old, I was like a cheerleader for my brother's football team. And I was like the most miserable cheerleader in the entire world. It was like,
rah.
Like, the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing out there. I was doing it. I was throwing my pom-poms at the floor. I wasn't beating anyone up, but I was like staring at the field. Yeah. I was like, I want to be on the football field. I want to be hitting people. And that was me at 8 years old. So they let me play football. And I was the only girl on my football team for like 6 years. And then I got really good at it because my brother was the biggest guy on the team. And I was like the smallest always. So like all the guys on the team would kind of feel bad about like beating up the girl, but my brother he did not give a fuck. He was so brutal to me, and it made me really tough because he was like really strong, and I would try to kill him at practice. So it was like home, we're like not allowed to beat each other up, but in football we're allowed to like go, and so that made me really strong from a really young age. That it kind of set the tone for the rest of my life, honestly, because when I went to middle school and I tried out for the team, I made it, but it was like really my first time like dealing with like sexism ever. I never really dealt with that yet in life. I didn't know it was a thing till like grown men were acting like it's weird that a girl is trying to play a boy sport. And I was like, I thought this was just a sport, and I was the only girl that wanted to play it. Yeah. To my knowledge. But basically I was like bullied a lot for that and stopped playing football because my coaches were super weird towards me and other boys were weird towards me. So I stopped playing football, but I found out about a women's football league that I could try out for once I turned 18. So after like 5 years, I was training in the gym. I got into powerlifting, and that helped me prepare for the women's tackle football league when I turned 18, and that became like my obsession, my personality, my entire life. And I would travel all over the country to play football. I was a 6-time All-American linebacker. I tried out for Team USA. I was trying to become an Olympic gold medalist really badly. I got really close, but I did not make the team, unfortunately. But I tried out twice, and I took it as far as I could go.
Wow,
so when
jeez.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
That's pretty far. That's like more than a lot of people would trying out for Team USA, and like that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean the alternate roster in 2017, and then I tried out again in 2021, 22. Oh, wow. And it would have been 2020, but COVID messed up everything with the Olympics that year and stuff. So it got pushed back, and all good. Everything worked out how it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Right.
So between football and powerlifting, which one would you say maybe prepared you more for pro wrestling?
I can't say more, because the gym definitely helps you. Like every pro wrestler needs to go to the gym. And the more weights you can lift, the better, because you're going to be strong and it helps you in wrestling. But for me personally, football made me who I am, made me really like stubborn, made me really aggressive. it's like the only like combat I've had. So like there's a lot of, I would say, gym people that try wrestling, and once it gets physical, they don't like it. But I've always known that I love the physicality aspect of any sport. So I would say I can't really choose, because for me, they're like both like such a huge part of me.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, unlike a lot of wrestlers, you weren't necessarily a lifelong wrestling fan. So how did wrestling first enter your life?
I was a personal trainer in a gym, but I trained a few wrestlers on Long Island. So I went to a Creative Pro Wrestling show on Long Island in 2019, and I watched my first indie show. I didn't even know indie wrestling was a thing. So I saw some of my friends wrestle for the first time. I saw some childhood friends that I didn't know became wrestlers wrestle. I was blown away that this was like in my backyard. Like, so cool. And I couldn't, like, I was obsessed from the moment I saw it. I was at every show for years, and I learned there were other wrestling promotions. So I started like going to other wrestling shows, NYWC on Long Island, Victory Pro Wrestling, and Cap mostly. And then once I started going to all these shows, it was like kind of like going to 4 shows a month at that point. I was thinking about becoming a wrestler, but I was still doing football, and that's the only reason I didn't start sooner, really. But yeah, that's how I got into wrestling. Very boots on the ground kind of thing.
So you having all these Creative Pro and Victory and all these local things around you, what kind of stood out to you about the indie wrestling shows that really kind of drew you in?
I did not know that women could wrestle men. So when I saw when I saw Chris Statlander wrestle Aaron Rourke, I'd never seen an intergender wrestling match, but I was like so excited about it, and people were losing their minds watching her beat this man up and throw him around. And she was just so strong, and I like can still visualize her like power bombing him. Like, it's so funny to be a wrestler and how like we just kind of move on from every match, but to have like those memories still in your head of like something that happened years ago, it just like it sticks with you and it stands out to you. And I'm like, I wonder if one of my match moments is that for someone else yet or ever. It makes you think. But yeah, that's kind of what it's like. Really cool what people can do.
Yeah. Now, was there maybe a specific moment where watching wrestling turned into wanting to actually step in the ring yourself?
I just thought it would be something I could be good at. I don't know. I tried to not overthink it, honestly, because when I first thought about it or even considered it for myself, I knew it was like really hard. I would watch my friends like get super beat up from it, almost die like all the time, like get injured, things like that. I was like, I'm not like jealous of them at all. Like, that's a really tough life to pursue. But once I decided I was going to stop football, I was like, might as well try. So I tried.
So yeah, I mean, that's sure. You think you could, I completely understand that. You think you can try something, and then you do something like wrestling, and it becomes like this huge part of your life now. For those that didn't see our previous interview with Bear Bronson, you should definitely go check that out. But one of the things that we learned in that interview, you and Bear Bronson are married, and you were trained by Bear. So what was it like learning the business from somebody that you're so close to?
That is a really fun question. I mean, I trusted him with everything, obviously. So there was never any doubt about that, because he's so smart and so successful and loves this more than anyone I know, that it was easy to just listen to him and take his word for it. But I will say our first relationship fight was because of wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Because I had a really hard time with him becoming my trainer. I was like, who do you think you're talking to? And he was like, hey, it's just, you just need to And I was like, you better not talk to me like that ever again. And he's like, I am literally trying to teach you something.
Right.
That's great.
It's really funny. Now it's funny, but at the time I was like standing outside Creative Pro, like in the parking lot, like this.
Right.
He's like, you can't be mad at me because I gave you feedback on your thing.
Yeah.
I was like, you talked to me really mean today, and I don't. So it's actually hilarious.
Now, did that dynamic make training easier or harder at times?
Definitely hard at first, but I'm like pretty good at taking feedback now, except from him.
Right. Except for Bear.
I was like, this is because we're married. It's not for any other reason. I still think you're really good at this. I trust what you have to say, but also don't talk to me like that.
Right. Yeah, you have to separate the line there. Like, this is for married talk. This is for wrestling talk.
Right. So it's pretty funny, but we're, you know, we work on it all the time where I have to also like remind myself, like, this is trainer Bear, not husband Bear right now.
Right.
So what would you say is one lesson from training that kind of really stuck with you early on?
That's a good question. Well, he's really he's always saying like really smart things, but I would say like his thing he often says in training, I would say, is to relax, but like be in the moment and breathe and check in with yourself throughout. And I think that's like a really good thing to like, there's a lot happening in a wrestling match, or you can get like worked up from any situation really, because there's so many different things happening at the same time. But you do have to kind of like take a step back into yourself and be like, I'm in control. You're in control of your own body is something he says all the time.
Oh.
But that's like the little like checklist of like, all right, take a breath, look around, feel your hands, feel the ropes. Like it's like getting grounded, but like staying physical and staying present.
Wow. Okay.
So you're always in control of your own body.
All right.
Now,
which is like pretty empowering.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, do you remember what was going through your mind before your very first match?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'd never been so nervous in my life. It was like the craziest rush of feelings. I did not expect to feel so worked up for something. And I've felt that way so many times since that first match, but it took a long time to get used to that feeling for wrestling. Because I didn't know what to expect. So I just got myself like super amped up. And then the adrenaline was like unlike anything I've ever felt. And it like, I guess the only way I can compare it to is football, because that was my performance before wrestling. And football, it's like short bursts of adrenaline. But for wrestling, even though it's only 8 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever, it's 8 minutes straight. So it like it's short, but it actually feels very long. And when you've never felt anything like that before, I was actually like, I crashed so hard after my first match.
Yeah.
I had like an adrenaline crash.
Right.
It was crazy.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I remember being so worked up before my match, going out there, having an amazing first match, getting to the back, like I cried a lot.
Oh,
I did not expect that at all for me. I didn't think I would care, but instead I was like,
you know,
I didn't see it before my match. I wasn't like, this is my first match of a whole wrestling career. I was like, this is probably going to be the only match they'll let me ever have. So
just the one match, just one.
Yeah,
one and done, baby.
That's kind of how I perceived it. I was like, it might go terribly, but I'm going to give it my all. And I really did. And that's kind of just the beginning of a really exciting 3 years it's been.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah. So how would you describe your in-ring style today?
I would say powerhouse, but also fun. Fun powerhouse that enjoys beating people up. Yes,
yeah.
loves throwing people. So fun. I enjoy beating people up. It is fun.
I was just gonna say, as we heard from Bear, when we interviewed Bear and we asked you about death matches, you saw his first death match, and now you're just like full on in the same death match mode. So like, when you did your first death match, how did you feel after that was done?
Well, I'm about to have my first death match, really.
Hey!
Oh, okay. All right. Look at that.
It kind of feels, it's kind of funny that you bring that up, because in that order, it feels like I'm having my first match all over again.
Right.
Because it's all the experience I've gained till now is going to help me in this new scenario where I'm pretty new and hoping for the best. And who knows, maybe it's one and done, or it's a whole new journey.
Well, so you had your first match, and you found out that you enjoy beating people up, and so you kind of really got into the whole idea of having this career. Do you think that having your first death match is going to make you come back through the curtain and be like, that's it, I just want to do death matches, I just want death matches all the time?
That would be a very crazy change for me. I would say I'm not like
right.
I don't see that happening for me, but
okay, yeah.
I'm always up for anything, and I pretty much, whenever I die, I want to know that I did everything I possibly could have in life. Like, there's nothing I don't want to do ever. I want to do everything for the first time, and that'll be a first. And I love checking off firsts. I want to have every type of match too. I've never had a ladders match. I've never done that. I've never done, TLC, all the crazy stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So now
I've done dog color though. That was really fun.
Ooh, what was that like for you?
You enjoyed that? Like,
I loved it.
Oh wow.
Okay.
All right.
Crazy. I was not expecting. It's same thing. I was like, this could be really bad, and then it was like awesome. It won actually match of the year at my school at Create a Pro.
Wow.
Very cool. Look at that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I didn't realize that we were talking to an award-winning wrestler today. Look at
that.
Yeah. Awesome.
Now, let's get into some kind of fun questions. So, what's harder in your opinion? Squatting hundreds of pounds in the gym or taking your first wrestling bump?
Huh. I guess, I don't know. Harder, I guess, in what way?
Well, I mean, well, just think about those two things. Think about, okay, so I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to try and squat 100 pounds. Or I'm going to go to a wrestling ring and I'm going to do something that I've never done before, and I'm going to take a bump. What do you think was maybe, would you be more apprehensive about maybe going into, like, I don't know, I've never squatted hundreds of pounds, or I've never taken a wrestling bump?
I guess the funny part to me is, like, both sound scary if you've never done it before. So, and either one of those, you'd have to learn how to do it from someone. So I guess as long as you have someone there, like, giving you the secrets and the cheat codes, it's like, oh, I can do this. And then, like, no one takes their first bump by themselves. There's usually people around going like, you can do it. And same thing for squatting 100 pounds. Like, people are like, you got this. So either scenario, it's not as scary as you'd think it would be. And it's just about doing it for the first time. And then the second time you do it, you're like, I got this. So I think it's all about, like, becoming competent, like proving to yourself you can do it, then becoming proficient at it and mastering it.
All right. So here's an interesting one, because oddly enough, I have some experience with this, but which one of these hurts more? Getting tackled in football or getting chopped in a wrestling ring?
Ooh. Honestly, getting chopped.
Getting chopped is worse.
Yeah. And honestly, going back to the other question, taking a bump is way worse too.
Okay.
Like,
there you go.
Now I'm thinking about it more. I'm like, nah, nothing prepares you for that first bump.
Okay.
And your first chop.
Yeah.
We did chop
Right.
class at my school once. That was like the worst thing ever. Horrible.
I
can't
hear
imagine.
all the time. Yeah, we hear all the time how bad getting chopped is, and it's absolutely horrible. I tell this story all the time. I got chopped in the chest by Greg the Hammer Valentine.
Ooh.
And I was literally at an autograph signing with him, and he told me to come around to the back of the table to take the picture. And as we're standing there, he just kind of looks at me and gets this look in his eye and just chops me. And so I'm standing there thinking that like I'm watching my life slowly ooze away.
Oh no!
Right.
And he's like, "Sorry, man, but when I see a chest like that, I just gotta chop it." I'm telling you, this man hit, and this is listen, if Greg the Hammer Valentine is watching, this is no shade I'm throwing at you. This is not, but my chest was red for 2 weeks. Like it was
2 weeks.
And I understand when wrestlers say how bad getting chopped hurts, because it is like, think of the least fun thing you could do, and then think of taking that and chopping it in the chest. That's how bad it is. Like it's no fun at all.
It's a lot. It's a lot in one spot. Whenever my grandmother watches wrestling, very rarely, she doesn't really like it, but sometimes she will for me. And she sees a chop happen, she's like, "Their heart. You can't hit them in the heart." And I was like,
right.
There's probably some truth to that. It's probably not good that we do that.
Yeah.
So
Probably
here's a
gonna
good
kill
one
each
for
other.
you. Here's a good one for you then. What's the worst bump you've taken so far in your 3 years?
Oh gosh. Oh my god, I remember it. I took from Sammy Chaos, I took a Samoan off like the top rope. But she's so fucking tall.
Sammy Chaos is no joke. Like she's
she's
joke.
not.
Yeah.
I felt like I jumped off like a steel cage or something, and it was an awful bump. If I had to do it again, I would, but it was horrible. It was so high. I've been like the dog collar match I did. I was pulled by the chain and did like I flipped through like chairs, like a bunch of chairs that were set up. So I'm like, it's crazy that like taking a bump on chairs upside down was worse than taking that bump off from higher than the top. I don't know. It was crazy.
Wow.
I was like, till we were up there and I was like, oh my God, I've never been this high before. This is not good.
Oh boy. Wow. Okay.
And it wasn't good. Yeah. And I lost. I lost right after that.
Wow.
Double loss.
Yeah. That's I couldn't even imagine. But so thinking about how you wrestle in the ring, would you say that your powerlifting or your football backgrounds influence how you wrestle in the ring?
Yes. Both. I would say being a linebacker has helped me keep my like agility, speed, contact, or like the spear I do in the ring. A lot of people compliment it in wrestling because it is a real thing I did for a really long time in football. So it's very second nature to me, and I can hit a spear out of anything pretty much. And then powerlifting, I love showing off my strength. So that is pretty much a big part of my wrestling, because if there's 3 people in a match, I'm trying to lift all 3 of them at the same time. Like, if there's two dudes that weigh 200 something pounds each, I'm putting them both on top of each other, and I'm walking, I'm gonna throw them really far. And it's really fun. But yeah, I would say both football and wrestling, powerlifting has formed my wrestling style.
Very cool.
Now, sticking with football just a second, because remembering back to Bear's episode, is it true that you did end up bringing some of the other female athletes to the hospital because of your tackles or your power,
physicality?
Yeah, I used to break some bones in that sport.
Oh, jeez.
Never my own, so that's cool. But yeah,
okay.
I would break
Oh wow.
the other girls.
Because I remember when we were talking to Bear and he was talking about this, and I think I could feel that he was like legitimately afraid of you. Like he's afraid that your power or your spears could break a bone.
Absolutely could. But the funny thing about wrestling and football that I've learned is like in football you're like trying to fight the person so hard that it usually and you just end up getting hurt if you fight it. So in football when you're watching it, do you guys like football by the way?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh yeah.
It's like if someone just goes with the tackle, like you both kind of land together. But if someone's staying up and then like you're staying up and then someone else can just cream you, you're getting so screwed. But in wrestling, we do know how to fall, and the goal is to be safe. So like if someone's hitting you with all of their might, you're bumping properly, hopefully, and you should be fine. Even if someone just hit you really, really, really hard, you can still kind of take care of yourself, which is cool. But yeah, so I haven't hurt anyone in wrestling, which is good. But in football, my stats are pretty bad with that in that regard.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh my. Okay. So getting back to wrestling, let's we brought this up at the beginning of the episode. You are halfway across the world from us. You are currently in Italy, but you have been traveling a bit over there. So tell us about your experiences over there. Obviously, your Instagram is full of photos. If you can look at these photos and feel like you're there because you've taken a lot of great photos on there. Tells a story. But tell us a little bit about your time over there and how that's been going.
Yeah, so my family in Italy, I got to see them a whole bunch, which is awesome. But the whole time I was in Italy, I tried to stay present in the moment with my family and stuff, but I was staying on social media to kind of like network in Italy,
right?
Because I would love to wrestle there. So I got in touch with like 7 Italian wrestling promotions, and I actually got invited to wrestle like a few places. So I definitely don't have anything locked down, but I was like using it as like a networking trip and got in touch with a few places. A place asked me to wrestle yesterday, Saturday, but I was already going to be in Paris, and I saw Mercedes Monet was kind of bouncing around the same as me from Italy to France, and I was like, oh, she's in Italy, but she's 5 hours away from me, but that's okay. I'll like write down the promotion so I know for the future. And then she was wrestling in Paris and I was going to be there. So I was like, I'm going to go to that show. And then I got added to the show, and I got to debut in France, but like I was not supposed to wrestle in France. It was not a thing. I just like kept being annoying on social media, honestly. And it paid off.
Yeah.
Please let me wrestle for you. Let me wrestle, please. Yeah.
I was like, I'll be there, and I like have all my gear, and you know, I could wrestle anyone if you'd like.
That's awesome. So this is something that I've heard from a lot of people that have either lived over there or been over there. Going from, now you're talking about being 5 hours away from Paris. So going from Italy to Paris, France is like us going from Pennsylvania to Vermont. Like jumping countries is like a normal thing over there. Yes.
So the other girls I wrestled in France, they were like, oh, you can add a new flag to your wrestling, that like you've wrestled a new place. I was like, I don't have that many flags because the states don't have flags, but if the states did have flags, I would have a lot of flags. But they have like 20 something flags. Like they've wrestled in that many countries because here it's like that accessible. It's just a train ride. I was like, that'd be so lit for me, but I do get to wrestle in many states, so it is okay. I'll take the trade. But yeah, I'm really excited for whatever worldwide stuff I get to do this year, because this is my first trip in Europe for wrestling specifically, and I can't wait to come back and do way more.
So with that being said, do you sort of like the travel aspect of wrestling? Do you like going abroad and to States? Do you like the flying and all that stuff, or are you not really a fan of the travel aspect of wrestling?
I actually love it.
Okay.
I definitely think it's important to figure out a way you can make it enjoyable because it is pretty brutal. But if you can make it enjoyable, like, then you're set. Like, it won't be so bad. But if you're enduring the travel all the time, it's gonna be really rough for you because wrestling's a lot of traveling.
Yeah, it is.
It's like 90% of it.
Well, so along that vein, are you one that likes to drive, or are you more of like, I need to find somebody who drives and I'll ride with them?
I love doing both. So me and Bear, thankfully, like, I'm so lucky that we do get booked on a lot of the same shows, and he loves to drive, so that helps. But there are times where he doesn't want to drive, or actually that's very rare. But if there's any, like, if he needs a nap, like, I'm happy to drive.
Right.
But also we get booked on different shows. So when that happens, I'm happy to drive and get other people in the car. And, we've done so many car rides together, and we live together, and we're married. So it's always nice to have other people in the car to, like, freshen up the car convos, or, like, hear what other people are up to and what other people's opinions are and stuff. So, like, the car rides are honestly for me, like, super fun. And I think it's really fun getting to spend that time with, like, other wrestlers and other people that enjoy wrestling. And it's a blast. I honestly love it.
Awesome. Now, getting back into wrestling here, in your opinion, what separates the Gnomie Gabby Forza from the rest of everyone else in the locker room?
Ooh.
I'm usually the toughest and the strongest in every locker room.
There you go. That's right. Just throw it out there. Just let them know. Let them know.
I'd say, I guess, like, I've been through a lot. I've overcome a lot, and I think anything I've been through has made me a better person, a wiser being, and relatable. And I can talk to anyone. I can make friends with anyone, and I think any locker room you can make someone feel less alone. It just makes everyone, like, a little happier. So I'm always happy to be that person, or, like, initiate conversations with people that might seem more off-putting to other people, but I love making friends with people. I love I feel like I become friends with, like, the scariest people I know in wrestling. Like, when people like see Bear Bronson, they're like, how did this happen? I'm like, we're both just, like, we're both sweetie pies. We just are also insane. Like,
It's crazy that you say that, because, like, when we were going to interview Bear, I was not there during the initial conversation that he had with Sean, so I had no idea. All I knew was what I saw in the ring, and I'm thinking, oh man, how, what's talking to this guy gonna be like? And then I kid you not, when I got done with that episode, I was like, I could not believe, like, the person I just talked to, because it is like 180 degrees in the opposite direction. Like, it's insane when you see somebody in the ring that is, such a persona, and then you talk to them outside, and it's like that was one of the most, like, chill and relaxed interviews we've probably ever had. Especially you hopping in at the end. It just it felt like four people just hanging out, having a good time, and it's just crazy. Like you say, some of the scariest people can be the complete opposites outside the ring.
I love that. I love that so much. And that's, like, my favorite part about wrestling, where, like, you get to know someone in wrestling, and then you can also get to know them outside of wrestling and find out who they really are, and if it lines up with their wrestling persona or not. It's pretty cool. Pretty neat.
So, speaking of outside the ring, tell us a little bit about some things that you like to do outside of the ring when you're not at the gym, knocking people out, breaking bones, wrestling, all traveling.
Honestly, that takes up so much of my time. But when I'm not doing those things, I tend to rock climb. I rock climb a lot.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I love to roller skate and rollerblade and skateboard, and I love being outside. I love being active. I do not play video games.
Okay.
I feel like a lot of people,
as you've learned.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people do expect that I would like video games. There's also like a really popular video game right now that has me tempted to try. It's something with gnomes, the thieving gnomes or something like that.
Okay.
I have to.
Interesting.
Yeah, I gotta find out more about this, and I'm like very tempted. I'm like, this seems really fun. Basically, gnomes breaking into houses.
Yeah, here we go. Our crack research team has found it. It is called Burgling Gnomes.
There you go.
breaking into people's houses and causing havoc as a tiny gnome. Wow.
Yep.
That sounds pretty fun.
Listen, that's something I would play, I think. Breaking into people's houses and being a gnome.
Because, I mean, like, just going off Bear's interview, the video games he plays are, like, a lot. They're, like, very,
intensive?
Yeah, I would say, like, I'm not thinking of the right word, but, like, he's paying attention the entire time. Like, he's like problem solving. I can like see like smoke like leaving his head as he's like figuring out like what room to go in, how to not get killed. I'm like, that would stress me out. How is that calming to you?
Yeah, right. That's crazy.
If I wanted to feel that way, I would go play in traffic. Like, I don't.
Wow.
So, yeah, I don't want to like stress myself out when I go do something for fun. Sure. I like to relax. But my version of relaxing is also like stressing out my body, or like going roller skating in the like nature at the beach and things like that. Or rock climbing, because rock climbing is like a little bit of problem solving, because it's like there's like a pattern and you have to figure it out with your body and stuff. But yeah, I guess like I wish I liked video games, but yeah, burgling gnomes, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm like super intrigued, but like 20 people have sent that to me.
Right.
I'm like, I kind of feel like I really want to, and so I might get into video games basically. But besides that, I just watch wrestling too. Like, I have a lot to catch up on. I've been watching Raw starting from what year? I was starting in 1998.
Oh, you're picking a good time.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah,
I'm almost a great
time to get in.
Almost done with that year, and it's been really great. Can't believe how much time they had to talk back then. Oh my gosh.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The segments are wonderful, but they last forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there's
watching back. No.
There's zero time
cues. They had no sense of time back then. It was just, okay, we have 2 hours, let's just throw anything against the wall and see if it sticks.
Yeah.
It's actually, I love it. I really do. But after like it'll be like the shortest matches I've ever seen back to back to back, and then a 20-minute segment with hot dogs in the ring for some reason. And I'm like, this is awesome, but I think we could have had like slightly longer matches and like a 10-minute version of this.
Right.
But you can tell they're like figuring it out as they're doing it too, which I also think
absolutely.
is cool.
Absolutely.
No one's allowed to do that anymore, I feel like.
Well, okay. So this is my thing. Now, having been around enough indie companies and seeing how booking shows and booking storylines and all of this goes, I can't imagine how crazy it must have been just like booking on the fly like that. Like, hey, we're going to show up on Monday, and like these are like 3 things we want to get done, but everything else we're just going to book as we. I'm like, what? How? I don't.
Right.
It's amazing that things went off as well as they did. I mean, sometimes you get 1998, the year hot dogs hit the ring, but other times you get magic. That was the whole appeal of Stone Cold Steve Austin, because you had to watch every Monday because you never knew what was going to happen. Like crazy stuff, but it made it so much better. But I can't imagine how hard that must have been to kind of keep the train going in the right direction.
Yeah. really cool to see. And like, I only know how important someone is based off the legacy they've built since then, but now I'm getting to like watch and see episode to episode like what made people interested for them to like go on and have like the craziest careers. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. So we did have a question come in that I thought would be interesting to talk about. Our good friend the El Juggalo asks, what was your experience like with Juggalo Championship Wrestling? Which I always think is amazing, because you have wrestling and then you have Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and it is a whole different animal.
Yeah.
So how was your experience with that?
I had a wonderful time. I was I'll just be honest on here. Fuck it.
Sure. That's what we're all about here. Honesty and shenanigans.
Sometimes I'm never sure how much I should say, but anyway, I pretty much lied to get that booking.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Here we go. Wrestling confessions. Here we go. Get it out there.
So I'll always be grateful for the opportunity, because they were like, also like my Juggalo Championship Wrestling shows, it was Valentine's Day and the day after Valentine's Day.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was like, I had to clear it with Bear and be like, are you okay with me doing this? And he was, and they were like, you have to be a heel. And I was like, yeah, no, I've been a heel like 100 times.
Right.
Like, actually, I'm very good. I literally never, ever, not once. So
what was that like for you then? Playing a heel, was it fun? Was it like I've opened the door and now it'll never close, or I got to run right back to being a face?
I learned a lot about myself, but it was also like hilarious to just lie about something
right
for the first time and have to back it up. Like, now you have to go do it, so go figure it out. And they really liked it, so that was cool. But I was literally figuring out everything in the moment. I wrestled Danny Moe and Mickey Knuckles, and I really
nice.
You talk about different ends of the spectrum there. I mean, Mickey Knuckles. Nothing against Danny Moe, because Danny Moe's great. She did a lot of shows just about 10 minutes from where I live. But a great person. I got to talk to her and the Neon Ninja Facade one time. We had a nice conversation. But Mickey Knuckles is no joke. Having seen her in person, I for as nice as people say that she really is, and as just being like a mother to all these other wrestlers, and it's like she's just a frightening human being. Like I would not. She says jump. I don't even get how high out. I'm just in the air. Like seriously. Yeah,
it's so funny.
Yeah.
So
Oh, all right.
But yeah, she saw Mickey Knuckles saw my match with Danny Moe the first day, and she had a lot of nice things to say about me. I did not say a word about how I had no idea. Good. I'm glad you. Thank you. I'm so glad you liked it. I do that all the time, by the way. And she wanted to wrestle me the next day, so she like asked to have the match with me, and then we had a pretty fun match. It was very physical, and crowd really liked it. But it was just funny for me at the time. I was still like pretty new, and I had like bright purple gear and bright green gear with like polka dots on it, and it was like super like
very heelish
flowery gear. Very
super heel.
Scary.
Yeah, who's the heel in the room? The one with the polka dots and the flowers.
Yep. That's the one. I hate that one. So literally I had to figure out a lot that day. But I literally at that booking, I'm getting cheered just from like coming out being me, and I literally text my gear maker. I'm like, I need black gear so badly.
Right. I need dark gear now.
Please.
Yeah.
That's
great.
So that was how that started. And yeah, I love Juggalo Championship Wrestling. I think the segments they do are really fun, and I just had a great time. I would go back.
It is a great atmosphere. I will say, in my previous life was a juggalo. I've been to three ICP concerts in clown makeup with dyed hair.
Let's go.
Yeah. So
I got to the Fagodon or whatever. How do you say it?
Fago, yep.
Yeah. Well, they have like a word. It's like a Armageddon. Like, how do you?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I've only been in it once. Like
me too.
The places I've gone, I've like the 2 shows I stayed up in the balcony because I was like, yeah, I don't know about getting covered head to toe in soda. Because when they show up, what people don't understand is like they show up and they will have these giant bins on the stage, and there will literally be like 300. Like they mostly use Diet Cola. I guess that must be like the cheapest or whatever. But they will have literally 300 2-liter bottles, and they will just dump them all over the crowd. Like it is insanity.
It was so fun to be part of.
So fun.
It's such a good time. And for whatever people say about juggalos and things like that, I don't think I've ever been to a concert where I've felt safer or more among people that were just like chill, yeah. It's definitely a very chill atmosphere, but a fun time. If you've never experienced it, it's like, put it on the bucket list because it's a fun time.
Yeah. And Violent J is really nice. I'm gonna say that.
Awesome. All right. So looking ahead to maybe 2026 and beyond, what would you say the future holds for Gabby Forza?
Definitely more worldwide wrestling. I've branched out in the States a lot. I've wrestled in Canada a lot, and that's awesome. And I want to keep doing that. But from this experience and getting to wrestle in Japan literally this week, I'm so excited. I want it to be a thing I get to do more. And my grandmother doesn't live in Italy, so I've been like plugging away like how far everything is from her house, because that's where I would love to stay with her. She's older, so anytime I can visit her is awesome. Sure. But maybe in the future I'll live with her for like a month and just have like a ton of bookings in Europe and
nice.
See what happens. Where like she gets to win because I'm helping her out at home, but also like I get to win in the wrestling way where I'm based in Europe for a month and can just check out a whole bunch of new places and new opponents. That it's really hard, I've learned, for wrestlers that live outside of the States to come to the States. It's not just like flights, it's visas and so many other like obstacles I don't even know that much about, but I'm learning. Like it's hard for them. So I'm really lucky to get the opportunities I can and just keep like checking things off and getting my name out there and stuff. But yeah, Japan, I want to wrestle in Italy, I want to wrestle in France again. BZW was awesome. I'm just excited to keep going and keep taking over the world and stuff. No big deal.
That's amazing. Definitely good goals to have going forward.
Yeah, that's pretty much. Oh, and like the Limitless Wrestling World Title, become the first woman to ever do that.
Yes,
awesome. Very cool.
Great goal.
Throw that
get
one
closer.
out there.
Yeah, I'm getting closer.
Awesome. Well, that is going to bring us to Sean's favorite time of the episode. It is the final question of the interview. So, Sean, take it away.
All right. It is time now to get down to the tough question that everyone...
The hardball.
Just the answers are always just different, and it's just cool to see just how much of an impact wrestling has on people. So for you, Gabby Forza, what does pro wrestling mean to you, and what is the significance that it has had on your life?
Wow. What does pro wrestling mean to me? It's been amazing to challenge myself in every possible way, creatively, physically, how reliable I can be at all these different places. Like, I feel like I've really had to become the best version of myself and like the most authentic version of myself to be the best wrestler I can be. And I'm not even there yet. So I feel like there's so much more I could work on and so much better I can be to become the person that achieves all those goals and dreams that I have. Like I'm not there yet because I'm not that person yet. I'm not that wrestler yet, but it's like a process that I'm really excited about and I really enjoy the journey of it. So I love seeing the limits that I have and like just smashing them and seeing what are the new limits. Like it's really exciting and fun to be part of, and especially the more I talk about it and get excited about it, the more I meet other wrestlers of the same mindset that are like, they're uncovering like their own potential all the time. And I'm like, this is so sick. So it's really an honor. It's an honor to be part of it. And women's wrestling is in such an amazing spot right now. It's so exciting to see so many big stars reaching down and pulling us up, like us independent wrestlers and other women that are grinding our teeth and working really hard. And it's cool that people see that and respect it and like are excited for us and stuff. So it's been really cool and really awesome. And I'm just really happy. So couldn't be better.
Very
Absolutely.
cool. Well, it's been great getting to talk to you about all different kinds of the craziness that has been your life and all the things that you've done, and being able to talk about your European trip and that. But it's time now for your top 5. And Sean, remind us again, what are we talking about this week?
Again, going off of Bear's interview, complete opposite of what Bear chose for a top 5. We're going top 5 kids movies.
All right.
Should I start at 5 or start? Because I had actually a hard time ranking them. Start at 5.
Yeah. Yep. You'll start at 5 and work your way down.
Start at 5 and
Okay. Lion King 1.5.
Ooh.
1.5. Okay.
1.5.
Interesting. So you have a 1A and a 1B. Okay.
No, it's
that's
a movie.
Yeah.
No, right. No, but like you said 1.5. So like I'm thinking like 1A versus 1B. Like you have another one underneath the
no.
there.
No, the number's actually 1.5 for the movie.
Like okay. I didn't realize that one.
Full name of it. Yeah.
Hell
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Listen,
honestly, I only know the Lion King. I didn't know that there was,
Yeah, you got to get caught up on your Lion King, buddy.
Yeah, seriously.
Apparently, I mean, I think I watched Lion King 2, but I did not watch Lion King 3.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
1.5 is a treat. Me and my brother, we rewinded it like 1,000 million times. Like I love that movie. So Lion King 1.5. Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc. Great movie. Love that movie. Did you watch Monsters University?
I actually haven't yet.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like really weird where I love like the anticipation. So I like if I have something like you told me to watch a movie, like I'm excited to watch that movie. But when I watch it, I'll be like, all right, I earned it. I waited for it. It's like someone that waits for dessert. It's like it's all in the chase. But I will. This one is
3.
I'm gonna say Tangled.
Ooh, okay, Tangled.
Okay,
that's a good one too. All right,
one of my favorites. My top 2. Okay, I got Corpse Bride by Tim Burton. Tim Burton's Corpse Bride.
Okay,
I revisit that one a lot. And my number 1 is it's really hard because it's Shrek or the Muppets, but I can't pick both.
The Shrek is Shrek, but the Muppets are the Muppets. Come on.
I know, right?
But the thing is, like, the Muppets wouldn't there's no it's not like first place, second place Muppets. It's like they're both first, so I have to pick one. Like it's not like everyone shifts down.
Well, listen.
So I'll say Muppets.
Muppets. There you go. There you go.
It's time to hear the music. It's time to light the lights.
Let's go.
Heck yeah! Oh, all right.
That's amazing.
So if we're looking at your total like entertainment, like your entertainment bubble, how much of that is kids movies?
It's basically kids movies or horror movies.
And that's it.
Okay.
That's my rant. There's no middle.
There's no middle ground. Gotcha.
It's just either really happy or really terrified.
I have two moods, and those are them. So it's like I either need to feel better in this way, or I need to feel better in this way, and they both make me feel better. Depends what I need that day. But
all right, yeah.
Shrek does make me cry every time I watch it, though, which is very cathartic.
Right.
Every time the transformation happens at the wedding, I'm a mess. Donkey and Shrek, oh my god. Dragon.
I'm making waffles. That gets me every time.
Every
time. I'm making waffles.
I'm crying. I'm bawling.
Oh, so good. All right. Well, a great top 5, definitely. As Sean said, completely the opposite of Bears, but another great subject, though. Pulling out the kids movies. Because I don't know anybody that doesn't like a good kids movie. Seriously.
Right.
All right. Well, with that being said, it is time to talk about some upcoming events. So you kind of talked a little bit about it, but what's going on in the life of Gabby Forza that you would like to get out there, promote right now?
Well,
plug.
Plugs.
Honestly, I haven't really looked past Japan yet. So
okay.
Honestly, this week is a really big week for me where I'm flying out to Japan Wednesday, and I'm wrestling 4 times in Japan.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
So,
all right.
ICW, we'll be posting it and everything, what links people can watch and stuff. So it'll really just be all on my socials, and after that, we'll just I gotta make sure I'm alive to promote the other things.
Right.
Well, that's a great segue, because we have had your social media handle running across the bottom of the screen for the entire episode. So make sure that you follow Gabby on socials, so you know when she'll be in your area, when you can see her, how you can see her doing all these amazing things like Japan and all this great stuff. So definitely follow there to keep up with the comings and goings of the Gnomie Gabby Forza.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So make sure you come back next week, because next week we've got a huge episode. If you are a fan of Power Pro Lucha, this should not only be a shock and awe moment for you. This should be like, holy crap, I have to hear this, because Poison Hawk will be speaking to us next week. We are taking the tough questions to him. We are putting him on the hot seat. We are not going to let him go until he quits the interview in disgust, or
so he just leaves us and just bounces. Right.
But we're gonna try and get the scoop from him next week on just what the heck is going on, what is this all about, and where does Poison Hawk go from here? So definitely come back and check that out. And do not forget, as we mentioned it many times during this episode, if you have not seen the interview with Bear Bronson, go back and check that out. And you can see Gabby Forza joining in the last quarter of the episode. It was really cool having the both of you, but it's also been great, getting the time to talk to just you and catch up on everything that's going on in your life. So we definitely appreciate your time today. We appreciate you coming on the show. You are, of course, always welcome here anytime you want to come on and chat it up about something. But before we go, I got 2 things. Number one, the Bear Bronson interview, the important thing that came out of that was homework assignments. Now,
yes.
Have you done your homework assignment? Wait, what happened?
Is it?
That's okay, because listen, I'm having immense. So for those of you that didn't see that, as we were talking about horror movies, they brought up something called "There's Something in the Barn."
Something in the Barn. Yep.
A gnome horror movie. Well, I'm still hunting that down. As soon as I find a place I can watch that, that will be watched. But my homework for them was to watch Leprechaun in the Hood as the best of the Leprechaun series. So that'll be something for a later episode where we can get together and compare and contrast and discuss. And number 2, give us one King Diamond song we should listen to today.
Ooh.
Just pick one, and we'll listen to it. That goes for everybody out there that's watching this too. You want to listen to this song.
all of you.
Yes.
Never Ending Hill.
Never Ending Hill by King Diamond. Get online and check that out. All right. So that'll be our homework assignment for tonight.
Yes.
Make sure you do that today.
Let's go.
Whatever day you see this interview, if you're rewatching it, if you're just seeing it for the first time, whatever day, go and listen to that song.
Yes.
Yes.
Love.
All right. Again, amazing having you here. We're so glad we could make this happen. I know we're on a bit of a time difference, so we really appreciate you, being able to do this live with us. Live is taping is okay, but live is so much more fun. So we're glad we could have you. Good luck with everything. Good luck with this week, because that is some really exciting news.
Huge.
Japan is like
huge.
A dream come true, I think, for anybody in the wrestling business. So just enjoy all of that. We're super happy for you, and hopefully we'll be talking to you soon, or seeing you down the road soon at some point as well.
Thank you. It was a blast. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. Well, for the Gnomie, Gabby Forza, for Parmesan, I'm King Ralph, and remember, kindness is free, so be kind to each other. God bless each and every one of you, and we will see you next time.
That's Opinion City. New episodes live every Sunday on YouTube. And to our Patreon members, thank you for supporting independent wrestling media. We'll see you next time.